now I think people are more open to hearing and have a higher baseline knowledge. So they're more open to engaging in those conversations around our system does have bias. And so now what can we do? So there's a lot more room to brainstorm on solutions more openly and more collaboratively than there ever has been before. And yet still, I think there's a resistance amongst, I can only speak to pediatrics because that's all I do. I think pediatric providers see themselves as good people. We give a lot of ourselves. We care very deeply for our patients and their families. And we are really committed to justice and caring for all the patients and families that come under our scope. And so then to hold that at the same time that something we could be doing is possibly causing harm to that patient and family, I think is very hard for us as pediatric clinicians to hold that with continuing to define ourselves as good people. And what I would say is that we all have implicit bias. It is not that we are not good people. It's just that we're people. And so if we can get past of how we define ourselves as good people cannot have bias, then I think then we can get to that next level of like, all people have bias. I have bias. And so how do I create the space for patients and families and all the practitioners who are participating in this patient's care to help me figure out their perspective, because mine very likely is biased. And so how do I make sure that I'm getting as many other perspectives as possible so I get as full a picture as possible?